Remember this, it takes 6 men to carry a guy to his grave. It takes 1 woman to put him there.
I sued my parents for having me without my permission.
But why?
Because I did not consent to being here.
How were they supposed to ask for your consent before you were born?
I was unaware that I was going to have to grow up and get a job.
It's because somebody does not want to work, wants to be a couch potato.
I just didn't consent to that. They didn't try to contact me in any way before I was born.
Lady, we do not have the technology to contact unborn children yet. Maybe iPhone 79.
Before I was born to see if I actually wanted to be here.
I mean, if you did not want to be here, then why did you come? Maybe they should sue you for coming into their house and drinking their milk and free cereal and now complaining.
And that's why I sued them. So yeah, if you are pregnant right now, you need to hire a psychic medium and ask your child if they actually want to be here.
What the father You know what? I agree with her. Her parents made a mistake.
Yeah, I agree with that last part too. Her parents did make a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, she should have been in a condom. I'm sorry, but she should have been. But this is woke culture at its finest. This is when you think, when you let everyone think that their opinion matters. And this is why I said, bring bullying back, because we're just tired of all this BS.
All right, let's flip the script again. Imagine a white girl was in Lululemon and posted the same thing saying, something about black girls in Lululemon does not sit right with me. The internet and a bunch of you guys would absolutely lose your minds. And then a bunch of you would even go on and try to cancel her and ruin this girl's life. But a black girl can say something like this and we just, okay, whatever. Again, this is another example of black privilege. I don't understand how you can win as a white person in today's society. I really don't. Because if you don't partake in black culture, well, then you're not accepting of cultures and you're racist. But if you do partake in black culture, then it's cultural appropriation and you're stealing stuff from black people. So then if you see that and you don't partake in anything because you're worried about that, well, you're also a racist. Because again, you're not inclusive. So it seems like all roads lead back to racism. And white supremacy, I forgot. Let's not forget, if you move out of an area, it's white flight. If you move in, it's what? Gentrification. I don't see how you win. And today, I really don't. That has got to be annoying. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I think this guy said it all right there. And it doesn't make sense to anyone with a brain. Especially the ones that I've seen this video before of this girl attacking this guy, saying that cultural appropriation because he was wearing dreads. Meanwhile, she was wearing a wig. So I don't know, wasn't she culturally appropriating as well? Because like the wig on her head, you don't have straight blonde hair, so technically you're doing exactly what you're accusing the Caucasian dude of doing. Like, racism is a terrible thing, and yes, we know that it still exists, but when people act like this, like, you're not exactly helping the cause, you're just putting fuel on the fire.
They made us demand things from our man that they systematically keep him from getting. So he can't give it to us. And so we married to the government. They take care of us like our man should. They give us food, clothes, shelter, health care, child care, education, an apartment. Whatever it is we need, they step in as our man. And they only do that, as I said, for the two reasons: to make him look inadequate and to make us not want to be bothered with him, to destroy his little ego that he got left, and to make us think that we are better than him. And we'll tell him, I can make it. I don't know why you can't make it. Well,
she's 100% right. Like, literally married to the government. Like, these modern day females will literally force the father of their children out of the kids' lives just so that they can get welfare. And I find that so crazy. And the government loves that, because then now she gets to put the father on child support, and then they get a cut out of that check. And I don't know why women don't wake up and see that this is not going to benefit them in the long run.
I thought you had a man though.
I do, and I'm single until I'm married. Unless you bring in something more than my man can bring me.
What you mean by that?
Everything is negotiable.
So basically, he pay all your bills. He do everything.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
I mean, he sound like a pretty good guy then.
I know he is. It's a shame.
What you mean?
That's the law. I didn't make the rules. I need to make sure I have a monthly allowance. Like,
What?
yes, what you thought?
A monthly allowance.
Absolutely. We're going to discuss that first and foremost, and then we're going to break down the other requirements.
What's the other requirements you talking about?
It's
What
going to
you
be paying for my tuition. It's going to be startup costs associated with my business.
I got to do all those things.
Yes, absolutely, and more. I just got started.
But why you can't pay your own bill?
Why would I when I don't have to? Like, I have the power. Like, the cards are in my hands.
That's what you really think, huh?
That's what I know. That's why my
what you
bills are
think.
paid.
That's what- I like to
What
travel.
bigger guy if he
What you
ain't
like to
giving
do?
it? I love to travel.
You do?
Yes. So where we going to Dubai?
I think you could travel and get the fuck out my car.
Oh!
Even though like most women think and talk like this, like every time I see stuff like this, like it still blow my mind that an adult human being thinks and talk like that. And fellas, do not fall for this trap. Offer some Kit Kat, that's a vampire right there. She's gonna suck you dry. And especially if you made a mistake and get her pregnant, that's it for you. It's over. So maybe you guys should think about that before you think about what's between her legs, because that couple minutes of pleasure is gonna mean hell for the rest of your life. Absolute embarrassment. Like, her husband is a superstar athlete. Like, what more can she want? And like, you guys should use this as an example. Like, y'all really think that y'all can save these hoes? That's Ayesha Curry right there. So think about it.
Cheating is for poor people. Polygamy is a rich man's sport. Why is cheating different from polygamy? Because polygamy is when know exactly what's going on. Cheating, you got to sneak because you can't afford to be doing it. You can't afford financially. You can't afford mentally. You can't afford physically. You can't afford intellectually. You can't afford to be doing this shit. So you got to sneak and do it. That's why you got to cheat. Because you can't keep your hands on the table and do this shit. Ain't enough. You ain't got enough. Somebody gonna call your bluff and you ain't gonna have enough. So you got to sneak. Cheating is for broke people. And there's a lot, some people are so poor, all they have is money. I play so much.
So basically what she just said right there is that every woman have a price. Every single one of them. And she's also not lying. Well, she doesn't speak for all women, obviously. But if you're a man and you lay the law down and then you got bread, where you're taking care of things, and she knows what she stands to get from you, like, it doesn't matter how many women you got, bro. All she care about is that you taking care of her, you know what I mean? Like, she get a Gucci bag or Louis bag whenever she wants, she get to travel and all that stuff. So yeah, she's right. Majority of, especially these modern day women, they all got a price.